It looked like we were going to try to build this in the middle of the campus, and the players said, no, we really need to have it at the stadium. So I went to Abner, and he reiterated to me, he says, you're not going to get any money out of these guys. We never have been able to get any out of them. I said, if you put it at the stadium, there's a better chance that they're going to utilize it and come to more games and see their buddies in the Letterman's room. And I said, there's some places under the stands that I think and the first time I asked him if we could put it under the end zone. And he said, that sounds like a reasonable place, because it may be that we can cut you off from coming on into the stadium. You'll have to go back outside and come in one of the ticket gates. But it didn't. As we got into drawing up the plans, the architect was able to find places at both ends of it where we could get into the stands on both the north and the south. So we got plenty of space for our time. We opened in 1972, and everybody had to now start carrying a dues-paying card, because you were not supposed to come in unless you had paid your dues, or that you could be a guest of another one, but we didn't approve of that. We thought everybody ought to be a part of what was going on. We didn't fill the room up, that's for sure. It was a brand new thing, and people were going to have to get used to doing this. And at that point, it was only the few lettermen that had paid their dues who were coming. But it wasn't long until people began to hear about it, and they were getting the letter winners to bring in 2 guests to police. And we began to fill up and overcrowd. But that was a good feeling. Yeah. It is being used. What our goal was to get lettermen coming back to the campus, being a part of something that they had had an enjoyable time doing while they were students. And to do this, you had to keep your fees down and start getting people to come back and have an enjoyment and meeting their friends there. The athletic department was pleased that they were not going to have to finance any of this, and that they were going to get a lot of publicity to sell more tickets as people began to come back and want to be a part of a facility for them. When it was decided to build a new stadium, and Mr. McLean found enough money to pay for it, we began to make plans for a letterman's room, and I can remember going to some architects' meetings to see where we could fit it in. And there were 2 or 3 places where there was ample space to take care of our present needs. But we couldn't just stop looking at the present, because they're only going to get another 100 more lettermen a year, and of those, we're going to have about 35 or so who are seniors. They're through. They're ready to start coming in the letterman's room. But we prepared ourselves for a larger facility, and there is some more space behind it in case we need to expand in the very near future. I don't know about 50 years from now, but right now we're in a position to even expand what we have, and we're not quite twice as big as we were. It seemed as though they were interested in developing a fund so that when things came up in the future, they were in a position to jump on it right now or get ready to do another smaller financial drive. And they asked if it would be all right to use my name with it, and I recognized that I was the lucky one who was in the right place at the right time and was able, because of my employment at Baylor, to be around Baylor all the time. The old-timers all know who I am because I have been meeting them at the front door for all these years. It's been just a privilege for me to serve the letterman at Baylor University.